What's up guys, Joe here, welcome back to my channel, and today we proceed with our Pro Cyclist here on PCM 21, and we have some very exciting races including the National Championships coming up today. So I do want to kind of brief you quickly on the current state of the calendar. Of course, in the last one, spoilers, we did win the baby Giro d'Italia, but in this one we have the National Championship. Should be really fun, and I am aiming for that road race. Not sure whether we can win it looking at the parcours, but we'll do our best for sure. Then we head to Serbia seemingly, and Hungary as well. This one should really suit us. Looking further down our calendar though, we have the Tour de Alsace. Not too many climbs in that race. We have a Baltic race in Estonia, the Baltic Chain Tour, and then our final real goal of the year is going to be the OVO Energy Tour of Britain. I have tried to set up our objectives in line with our current schedule as well, and our big objectives remaining in the year are going to be our national championships in this episode, of course, and then that OVO Tour of Britain. Let's not waste any time then, let's get into the time trial. We have no chance of winning this one. Let's see what type of performance we can put in though. Well, actually, I'm afraid that I have tried to do the race a couple of times. Seems the stage is glitched, you can't start it properly, so we're gonna have to quick sim this one, although to be honest it's only going to help us because we're just gonna save some time here, and it will be Geraint Thomas winning the British time trial. And so we do arrive at the British National Championships. Not the most exciting parcours I would say, but we do have a few little tiny climbs that we can maybe take advantage of, but it is Tom Pidcock who starts as the favourite. Okay, so I am thinking that maybe the breakaway could be an option for us today. Is that Chris Froome trying to join the breakaway? I'm not sure just yet, but let's see. I am going to try this, and if not, we can of course just return to the peloton. But sadly, it does seem that the Ineos Grenadiers are going to chase down any move we pull off, and believe it or not, we are a teammate today. I think Sam Coverwell is our leader on the stage. Look at this man's attributes compared to ours. A bit ridiculous, I can't lie. And to be honest, the further into this race we go, the more it looks like a blessing in disguise, because the Ineos Grenadiers, also Bahrain victorious, are really controlling things, not giving that early breakaway a chance. So 27k to go, and right now riders are dropping out the back as the kilometers tick down, and I think that is mainly because of the Ineos Grenadiers. Look at this team, they're all over the front of the peloton. Tanfield is trying to attack, but Geraint Thomas having none of it. I assumed maybe for Ethan Hayter, who is a good sprinter, but I guess of course it is Tom Pidcock who is their out and out leader today, and whilst they're on the front like that, there's no chance we are attacking. And look at the size of this group now. 33 riders are here, as Geoghegan Hart, one of the riders, now drops out the back due to Luke Rowe's rhythm on the front, and the breakaway are caught. 16k to go, but I think now is the time in the race where we must try and get right to the front of this group, because if Pidcock attacks, we need to be able to react. So let's try and move up on the right hand side. That is pretty much perfect, and I can sense a Pidcock attack coming out of somewhere. Really positioned nicely now, and I would love to try and attack, but 10k to go. Luke Rowe's all over the front of this race, making it impossible, and if it comes down to a sprint, I'm afraid we won't be winning this one, especially as the Manx missile is here. Saying that though, 8k to go, this could be one of our final opportunities to attack. Nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait for that final hill unless someone else goes. Okay, 6k to go, hovering to the front of the race. Alex Dowsett looks done. There is Pidcock. Can I take his wheel? Apparently not. Let's maybe go up to 90. I can sense some attacks coming. Is Thwaites on the move? Not quite sure. We need to stay right to the front at this phase of the race. I cannot get in Pidcock's wheel. A bit frustrating. Let's drop this to 80. Pop that gel with 3k to go. Do I try and move Luke Rowe, making that so difficult? There goes Thwaites. Let's try and jump to his wheel. Oh my word, Rowe blocks me absolutely horribly. Horrible block by Luke Rowe. Pretty sure we have no chance here. There goes Cavendish into the final kilometre, and look at the sprinters go. We have no chance at winning this one today, I'm afraid. Up the roads, it's an Ineos masterclass, because Tom Pidcock is the new British champion, and for us, we're even going to be beaten by our teammate. How disappointing. Well, that definitely was not the start to today's episode I hoped for. We couldn't even play the time trial, and we can't even get a top 10 in the road race. then again, I'm not sure what I could have done. Ineos were just too dominant here. Coming up next then, we do head to the Tour de Serbia. It is a 3-stage race, mostly flat stages. We do have one hilly stage to start. We definitely need to take advantage right there. You can see the stage on paper. Lucas Ericsson is the favourite. Away we go then, and we do have a few teammates at our disposal. Looking at the strategy, we are the leader, but Ben Healy is the puncher as well. Healy, we can't shake him off. He always seems to be here. He's lost that Irish Champions jersey as well. But he will be our intra-team competition yet again in Serbia. So I've had my team on the front for a little while. We are now approaching the final little climb today, and I'm struggling to see how we can possibly avoid a mass sprint, and this is our final chance to try something. Do we have an attack here? It seems we do. Let's actually follow this move up the road by the Polish rider, and 2 riders are clear now. Can I further this attack over the top? Let's try and kick over the top to make this gap, and we have got a gap. 6k to go. We need to work very hard to keep it though. So I'm trying to work with Domagalski, I'm going to say. 10 seconds to the group behind. I think they are going to catch us, and they do just about right here. So do I sit up or do I continue pressing to the line? I'm not sure. So 2k to go. I'm just going to try and follow the wheels. Maybe we can get in the wheel of Ben Healy, our teammate, into the Flamme Rouge. Final kilometre is here. We're not going to have enough to win today's stage. I'm afraid maybe should have waited for the final, and Tizza is actually going to get the win. I think we're going to finish in the top 3, just ahead of the pre-stage favourite Ericsson, so we do at least get some bonus seconds. But looking at things, I think the top 80 riders all get given the same time, so it's going to be quite difficult to win the race if some sprinters have to sneak their way into that front group, which I'm sure they have. Stage 2 is a flat one though, and Tizza is the favourite again to go back to back. So we're now in the final 5k. I have taken Tizza's wheel, but he doesn't seem to be positioned right to the front, so I'm going to try and force my way through myself. I know Turner is here for us. He's a fairly competent sprinter. Can I get my teammate's wheel? Let's try. We're way too far back currently with 3k to go. Moving our way up a little bit though, so this is promising. Let's just try and get in a wheel. Try and follow someone, try and get a slipstream. There is Ragigi. We know what his team did to us a couple of episodes ago. Here we go. Let's launch the sprint into the final kilometre. It's going to be a fairly solid result for us, I think, today. Turner shouting instructions here in the final kilometre, and surely not. Yes, we are going to win this stage. Can hardly believe it. We win a sprint stage here in Serbia, and I think we take the lead of the race. Let's see. And looking at things, actually Tizza came third. We came third in the first stage, so both of us have a first and third. But I think by virtue of him getting his first before us, he holds on to the lead of the race. But we are on the same time entering that final stage. Also some nice points heading towards level 8 now. And also we do get an evolution of interest, which is really important if we want to sign for a team we choose. And our final chance to win the Tour de Serbia, and it's not really the most exciting stage on paper, but we have to try something. And actually, I've noticed with 8k to go, I haven't really been relaying, but the breakaway haven't managed to get any type of gap whatsoever. They have 40 seconds at the front of the race. You can see them just up the road right there. So as we approach this first intermediate sprint, I think I'm going to try and hunt them down and steal some bonus seconds. And so Kovalwell is the man to try and deliver us to the front. Up to 90 with 5k to go, down to 35 seconds. We need a bit more though. And look at the job that Kovalwell is doing. He is literally riding the peloton off his wheel. We have 20 seconds to the front of the race. They are attacking. We just need one of those seconds though, so a top 3 place. What a job by Kovalwell he has done right there. Now we can try and come to the front, try and attack up that little kicker, and now we can surely accelerate for the line and take the 3 bonus seconds at the front of the race, and hopefully, well, that is definitely going to put us in the provisional lead. Let's go. Let's watch us across the line. That is perfect. And so, luckily for us, the breakaway took the rest of the bonus seconds at the second intermediate sprint. I've tried to take Tiz's wheel again, but apparently we're unable to do that without getting forced back in the group. Let's try and move up ourselves. And again, we are so far out of position with just a couple of k remaining. I'm going to have to trust Ragigi. Can't get his wheel either. Look how far back we are with 3k to go. So Tizza is out of position as well into the final 1.5k. Let's just go for the line ourselves here with a couple of corners. We've forced our way to the front a little. Can we get one more win today? I don't think we are. Ragigi is going to take the win. Tizza can't get any bonus seconds either, so I think that secures our victory at the Tour of Serbia with a 5th place finish. There we go then, we did what we needed to do and we got the W in the victory column. And so that means 66 more points, we're so close to level 8. And there we go, we head to July and we do get the level up. So let's take a look. Right here we get a skill point and an attribute evolution. And looking at things, I think we are going to go for stage races because it literally gives us an increase in almost everything bar sprints and barriers. So this is just improving us as a well-rounded rider, and that's exactly what I want us to be going forward. So let's go with this. So I think we'll go for a discovery again with the skill points, but I am going to go for observation here, which will allow us to check out riders more in race. So I haven't really been using that at all so far, and I think it would be quite interesting to try and use that a little more, so let's go for that. Okay, we get an email from our agent. Exciting times heading into July now, and supposedly they have made good progress. So let's take a look at the contract page, and Yolo Kometa are of course the team we are looking to potentially sign for next season. They seem to be pretty interested in us, and I am going to use 2 more points of interest to really take that up. So hopefully, it seems they are pretty much the team that wants us the most right now. So hopefully we do get a contract offer from them, because I'm not sure I really want to sign for Bikeaid or a different Conti team. Okay, next up we are in Hungary and we have a very interesting final to this race. Very, very hilly, should suit us down to a T, and seemingly so because we do start as the favourites. So we do get given the leader role, however we are on a -3 day, a shocker you could say, and I do think, I think you say Adam Tupalik is probably going to be our biggest rival here, a good check puncher. So we have had quite the chase from many teams working very hard to bring in that super breakaway. You can see them up the road right there. Such a big group for a 1-day race. We have caught them almost down to under a minute, and we are approaching this final circuit as well. Here we go then, we get our first look at this hill that is going to define this race. I think it is the 3rd ascent up that will decide the winner. I may try and attack earlier though, and you can see just how steep this is. This is going to be really, really difficult as we catch the breakaway. Yeah, this is going to be a really grueling final effort. If you want to win, I think you may need to sprint or need some sprint left for those final few hundred meters. But Ben Turner is doing a fine job. We are on the 2nd ascent right now. I think I am going to stick with my teammate Tupalik is here. I know he can sprint fairly well, but can he live with us on that final climb is going to be the decisive factor. Ben Turner has done such a good job right now that we have 21 riders left at the front of the race. Walker is still here for us as well. So downhill we go. There is Tupalik. I'm actually going to get in his wheel. I'm going to get in our rival's wheel. Hopefully he can pull us to the front. We can follow him to the final kilometre. There he goes. We're getting blocked in by Paterski into the final kilometre. This is not ideal. This is not ideal at all. Let's just go for the line. I think it's too late for us to come back and win this race. There goes Tupalik. I knew he was the danger man, and we're not going to catch him in time. It's going to be runners up place. How frustrating. We were blocked in and Tupalik gets the win. We have to settle for 2nd place today. Not what you want at all, not what you want at all. I should have maybe gone to the front myself rather than try to take his wheel, but those blocks made it impossible. So we have made it to the final race of today's episode, the Tour Alsace. 5 stages. It is a .2 category race. We have a TT to start, flat stages, some hilly ones as well. So hopefully we can pick up another stage win. And so we will get the race underway with a team time trial. And I can honestly say this is the first team time trial I have attempted on PCM 21. And it seems I'm going too fast. I just don't know how to manage these. Anyway, we only have 1.5k to go. It's an absolute mess of a team time trial right now. Not quite sure what on earth we are doing. Let's just try and put ourselves up to 99 into the final couple hundred meters. How much have we lost already? 30 seconds to the Jumbo-Visma development team. Mick van Dijk takes the leader's jersey. I think he signed for Jumbo-Visma, the full team in real life. But anyway, not the start we hoped for. We are well down the order. Stage 2 is a flat one, and maybe we can sneak another victory on a flat stage. And I can tell you, we do have a very good start list at this race. The Johannesson Bros are here, of course. We signed them in the Uno X career. Make sure you're watching that as well on the channel. Binyam Gamai here as well. Obviously he's gone to Intermarché. Wanty in real life, he's not gone there just yet in this save. So we have 6k to go right now. Look who is here. Tupalik is here again. Let's see if he can beat us for the 2nd day in a row. However, 5k to go. I'm struggling to find a wheel. I have noticed Pavel Bittner. He has won a couple of races already in this save. So let's try and take his wheel for the DSM dev team. Tupalik is moving up again. Maybe I should try and follow him again. There is Biniam Gamai as well. Tupalik is to our left. Let's stay here though with 2k to go. We're in a really good place here actually on Bittner's wheel into that final kilometre. Let's maybe go for the line right now with 1 kilometre left. Bittner surely too powerful for us. We give our all though. Try to come around the Czech rider. He is just going to hold us off. Tupalik is just going to beat us again. Would you believe it? We get 3rd place though, and we are very competitive in these mass sprints. So despite the nice bonus seconds and the near miss on the victory, we are still a long way down in GC. We are 80th overall. And I think this is where the race could be decided. Hilly stage, I think we have some flatter ones afterwards, so we need to make this day count. So we are entering the final circuit right now. I tried to really ramp up the pressure by pressing on the 2 climbs, but our team just aren't really good enough. We still have 96 riders in the group. And suddenly we have 15k to go. We haven't really done anything in this stage. My team just haven't been able to do what I hoped they could. So Gloag has come, or Glog has come to the front. You can see he has 47% fitness, but still trying to do a job for us as Winner and Akona and a few others do fall behind. And the issue is that the teams behind still have so much firepower compared to us. If we're going to try something, we probably need to try it now though. So let's go for it. We attack off the front. Tobias Johannesson is trying to join us as well. You love to see that. UnoX hopefully soon to be legend. Let's try and create some separation to the group behind, but they just have too many riders, too many domestiques, I think. So we do have 5 riders off the front. That does become 32. Can we create a little group again? Very briefly, we don't quite have the energy, don't quite have the red with 8k to go to do so, I'm afraid. So we'll have to sit up. We still have too many riders in this group to really try anything now. Let's use our gel and maybe just try and win it in a sprint. So I can see a big Archaea Samsic train to my left. I've tried to follow Louvel. I've broken up their train actually a little bit with 3k to go, 2.5k to go right now. It is uphill a little to the very line, so let's be careful with sprinting too early. There goes James Shaw. I'll try and jump in his wheel actually into the final kilometre. I've grabbed a brilliant wheel here into those final meters. Can we come round? Do we have the kick? Do we have the power? You bet we do, and we get our 2nd win of the episode. That was a beauty as well. So that victory definitely makes this race a success overall. Really timed that very nicely, I must say. We grabbed the right wheels at the right time, but still I think the GC is unrealistic for us. Only 19 points as well. Okay, PCM, bit harsh I see. Again, another flat stage. Doesn't really suit us on paper, but we've made it work so far. Let's see if we can get another win. Okay, we have 6k to go. Again, we need to be positioned right to the front, trying to look for a wheel to follow because our teams don't really have the legs to take us to the front. Here we go. There is Kevin Razor. There is Archaea. There is Biniam Gamai as well. Let's maybe try and jump in one of these. Who do we take though? Sil Bart is here as well. Can I take Fernandez's wheel? Not quite, it seems. Only 2k to go. There goes Goncalves. Can't take that. There is Sil Bart. I think we're just going to have to go ourselves into this final kilometre. Maybe go a little too early, but let's try and go. Here we go. And we are fighting Goncalves for the win. I'm pretty sure we're going to die too early. Actually, we just don't quite have the legs here, and it will be Hardy taking the win just ahead of Finesso and Biniam Gamai. We get 4th place on the day in a very close finish. And that victory actually puts Roman Adi in the front of the race. 32-year-old from France. And look at all the Jumbo-Visma dev riders. They're going to be fuming. And the final one is another flat stage. Can we steal one final victory? Or at least another top 5? I think we've been top 5 every stage so far, bar that time trial. Okay, we are currently witnessing an infernal rhythm set by Delco. Well, until that very moment right there. And we have had a few splits take place in this group. I am not sitting up right now because it is rapid in this group. And so we have 7k to go. 89 riders are here. I am now looking for a wheel to take in this final sprint. Maybe I just trust my team today, but to be honest, they're just not quite up to it. So let's try and surf the wheels. 5k to go. Let's take the gel. Okay, and here we go. Look at this from Vital Concepts, B&B Hotels. They're flying up the road. We're blocked in a little. Can I follow James Shaw? I need to take that wheel if we want a chance. We have Archaea to our right as well. I'm going to have to jump early. 1.5k to go. I'm too far back. It's never going to be a good result today at this rate. Kevin Rater is going. I think Cyril Bart is going to win today unless yes, it is his teammate Kevin Racer who takes the win. Silbart will be second. We did come through, but only to claim a top 10 finish. A little disappointing way to end the race. In the end then, not a great race, but not a bad one either. We had some solid results overall, a stage victory as well. We were nowhere in the GC, but that wasn't really our fault. That was pretty much down to that terrible time trial. So we get a couple points. Now 106 points on our way to level 9. But most importantly for me, that race has given us quite a lot of evolution of interest. So if we take a look at our contractual situation right now, YOLO Cometa are green in the interest column, and that hopefully means they will offer us a contract next season. But on that note, guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. Smash that like button if you did. In the next one, we will be hopefully taking a look at some contract offers and perhaps the penultimate episode of this first season. So smash that like button, like I said, drop sub if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one.